Welcome to Personal Development Mastery Podcast, and this is another snippet of wisdom, where I select my favorite and most insightful moments from previous episodes. Today's snippet comes from a guest, Evette Rose, who is a trauma release expert. She talks about how we have been conditioned to avoid our emotions and why reconnecting with them is essential for healing and self-awareness. Keep listening to learn how avoidance of your emotions sabotages your health and your intuition. Let's dive right in.
I cannot tell you how many people, if not everyone, when I ask them, give me your 5 highest values or 5 highest points and areas of your life that's most important. They'll go, relationships, money, career, love, and friends. And I'm like, I didn't hear health. I'm sorry. I didn't hear health. Listen, your focus flows and energy flows what you energize. Your energy goes where your focus is. If your focus is on money, career, and all these human, the world is basically like a theme park. You know how you feel like when you go to a theme park, you're so distracted by all the lights and everything. Like it's great. Now, all these distractions that we have has pulled us away from our natural state of awareness. You can focus on something or be aware of something if your focus is not there, period. It just doesn't work that way. We can't do more than one thing at a time. Even though we think we can, we actually cannot, because the quality would be absolutely terrible of the third or second thing that you're trying to do. You're going to have to go back and redo it, right? So, and the body is the same. Now, if your focus is on stress, or when we're dealing also with this negative bias that the body has of, focusing more on the negative rather than the positive, focusing more on something that we maybe need to bring more of into our life, but then we're trying to find, instant gratifications or quick solutions. We love quick fixes, right? We've also built our entire life. We're masters of disassociating. We are masters of deflecting. We've literally set up our life to live in a state of avoidance. How can you become aware of something if you're constantly in a state of avoidance? You're not. That is why the body's going to come bump and it's going to give you a smack up your bum and it's going to say, hey, you're not listening. Here's the pain. Here's the ailment. But now the problem with that is we don't like to feel. We hate feeling our emotions. And that's why we're so good at deflecting. That's why we're so good at avoiding. Your emotions is the GPS of your soul. It is what tells you what's good, what's bad. And if something is bad, then do something about it. Don't just try to figure out a quick solution around it. Ask it, why are you there? Why don't we like this? We don't question anymore. We just feel distress. And then we have this knee-jerk reaction to look the other way. What is the easy fix? What is an easy solution? And you know why? Because we're living subconsciously in a state of fear. Because that's how social media have wired us. That's how life and itself has wired us. There's no energy to look at anything other than what is the threat? What do I need to overcome? Who's the biggest competitor? How am I going to survive? We're so stuck in a state of survival that we don't even realize it. Even if you have all the money in your bank account, there's always going to be something that you're going to be stressed about. It's a program. So we have to break this program and learn and understand that your emotions is your best friend. If you want to live your best life, learn and understand what are your emotions, how do they feel, even though they sometimes don't feel good. But even if they don't feel good, the only person that can change that is you. Not drugs, not alcohol, not cigarettes, not any substance. Because the state of permanence it's non-existent. You're going to have to keep repeating that and you become the hamster in the wheel. So if you want to start to live a stable and consistent, balanced life, we need to befriend our emotions. They're there for a reason. And the moment we can start to befriend our emotions and not associate it with shame or fear of rejection or thinking, oh, if I feel this, then people are going to think that of me. These emotions is what's going to set you free. It is what's going to optimize your health. Because if you can listen to something within you that doesn't feel right and investigate that and allow yourself to investigate that, a lot of things can actually be avoided because our intuition is connected to your emotions. Everyone who comes to me and says, oh, Evette, I can't connect to my intuition. It's terrible. Can you teach me how? I'm like, yeah, let's learn how to feel your emotions because your intuition communicates with you through visions, sensations, emotions, and feelings. If you see an image, you read that image by observing how it makes you feel. And how do you think you are relaying that data of how it makes you feel? By eliciting subconscious memories that's now being brought up biochemically, we're feeling the sensations, even though you can't consciously recall what it is. And we put together a message. If you can't feel your feelings, you are not going to be able to feel your emotions.
Thank you for listening. You will find the full conversation with Evette Rose in episode 402. The link is in the show notes. If you enjoy listening and appreciate what we're doing here, the simple quick favor I'm asking of you is to click the subscribe button. Until next time, stand out, don't fit in,